Welcome to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
All right, welcome to our new look on the Play By Ear podcast. Todd Brady here with me here. This is our retrospective number 2. We told you at the beginning of our retrospective number 1 we were going to do 3 of these, and in that we were just going to kind of go back through and give our memories, impressions, whatever of the previous 199 episodes or so.
Wax nostalgically.
Try our best, and we'll see how far we get. We've given ourselves an hour here, so we'll kind of go with that and move forward. Before we start, though, I do want to explain our new look here. I figured going into 200 episodes, it was time for a refresh, so got in our software, which is called Streamlabs, and found a layout which kind of met our needs. Kind of put it together, showed it to the other 2 guys, and they approved. So you see where we are on the screen. You see over here and over there. I'm backwards. There's a place for announcements, which we have our 200th episode live at the Sardinia Perk, and the address of that establishment, 121 North Main Street, Sardinia, Ohio. And that is Sunday, November 30th at 5 p.m. We also, if you look up, we have 3 boxes at the top, which are entitled Tonight's Topics, and we generally do 3 topics per show. So each of those boxes will show which topic is which. And of course, our topic tonight, retrospective number 2. If you look over there, you see kind of a blank area. There's a counter, which will give us how many viewers we have on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. There's a blank space underneath of that. If someone likes us on, I believe it's Facebook, maybe it's all the other platforms too, there'll be a kind of a notification that comes up on that. And if you move on further to the right on the screen, you'll see another blank space. That's where your chat will appear when you are chatting with us. So, again, kind of puts all the information out there pretty succinctly and whatnot. And if you look down below, we have Facebook, X, and Instagram. Our address is there. If you want to find us on social media, also the platforms that you can watch our shows, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and Twitch. Twitch. There's also Kick and Trovo, but didn't put those on there.
That's a new one.
I'm not sure anyone's ever watched us on there. It's just a capability of our software, so I kind of set it up. But if you'd like, you can Kick or Trovo in addition to those that are listed there. So that kind of gives you the thumbnail sketch of our new outlook or layout here, which we'll be using for the foreseeable future. Anything else to add, gentlemen?
I would like to point out to everyone that dog behind Brady is indeed AI.
Which, that one?
Oh, I didn't see that one. No, the brown one. That one. That's AI. That's fake. There's no way that's a real dog.
She is very photogenic.
It was either that or go with Brady. I don't know if Brady's the one in brown or the one in checkered. I was going with one of those 2 jokes. I chose the AI one.
Yeah.
All right. Also, you see me kind of putting my headphone up to my ear and then back down. I'm getting a nasty echo, so I'm trying to work through that. But so when the other guys talk, I'll put my headphone up to hear them and take it down when I'm talking so I don't hear myself. So at any rate, that's again kind of the rundown of our new layout here, and we can move forward with retrospective number 2. And I think we ended up with our last episode we kind of vamped on was episode 16.
Yep.
So moving forward to episode 17.
Which I have in front of my eye holes. Episode 17 is the debut, a historic debut in Play It By Your History. It was the debut of AITA, Am I the Anuse, as we like to say, or the asshole. Take your pick. And it also had Our Cars and thought-provoking questions. Gentlemen?
First off, I apologize to your dog because I believe she's more burnt sienna than anything.
A nice caramel.
She's very alphan in color.
Crayon 48 in the 64 box.
Yes.
Yeah, AITA ended up being a pretty big go-to for us. It's hard to believe that this was June 1st, 2020. It's hard for me to believe that we've been doing AITA that long.
Right. It's always been such a standby because, like, whenever we do AITAs, this goes for all of them in the future here, that it makes it difficult. Todd usually does it. We've each varied and taken our turn, but Todd does the AITA. But you get put on the spot because as you're reading them, you want to be spontaneous, but sometimes you get to reading them and you find there's some things that need some censoring, or they just go a direction that is like nonsense and awkward and things we don't like to talk about sometimes.
Well, AITA is the standby, the OG, if you will. We've had some variations of that. TIFU we found on Reddit.
AI fouled up.
Yeah, we've done that a few times. But it always comes back to the AITA, probably because we like to mess up the name and use asshole.
Well, and so like Brady mentioned, I usually do this topic, but this Eric is actually Eric's. It was Eric's originally, and I think when Eric started kind of doing more of the games, is when I kind of took over the AITA. But I know myself when we're planning on doing an AITA, I literally only look at the title, like the heading. And that's what I try to pick ones that seem amusing based on that. But yeah, there are definitely some where 3 sentences in and I'm like, what in the world here?
It gets a little Derek.
I don't know that we've ever stopped. I don't know that we've ever not done one once we started it. I think I usually just edit it a little bit in the reading of it.
I think there was a time or two where it might have looked like it was going to be humorous, but it turned out to be very, as Brady said, dark.
Oh yeah. Well, and actually, AITA sometimes brings in some of our more serious topics. Not even so much dark, but just like more relationship. It seems like a lot of them are relationship based, right. Whether that be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, family members, things like that. I would like to point out that the poster of this one is pretty amusing. It looks like a person with a tip of a hot dog as a head.
A hot dog handle.
A hot dog handle.
A hot dog handle.
And Yosemite. Did you already say this, Brady? If you did, Yosemite Sam on the T-shirt.
Yeah, I think that there was probably daggone that resetting. There was some reason I put Yosemite Sam. I think it was a back off T-shirt.
I know what it is from.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because your topic was Brady then leads a discussion on cars that we've owned, and my first vehicle was a Ford Ranger, and I had for my birthday I got Yosemite Sam floor mats. They didn't say back off, but I have seen that same pose by Mr. Yosemite with the words back off, but mine didn't say back off.
So there are two main genres of those. It's either the Yosemite Sam back off or the naked woman kind of a silhouette.
Yeah.
Yes, usually embossed silver.
Yes, correct.
And I'll just leave that alone.
So I feel that this was kind of a turning point in the show as well, because we had gone through the first 16 episodes and we had started out very colloquial, home-based. Did the Founders Day episode, we did the Brown County Fair episode. I think this was where we started to kind of branch out a little bit beyond our own experiences, and we kind of started to go more toward how does our outlook compare to other things we might find? Is that fair?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, I think that came. We talked about this a little bit the last show we did, but that came maybe accidentally, but it ended up, I think, probably being for the better, because
Yeah.
the only other option was for us to do more homework prep and things like that. And it's not really out of laziness we didn't want to do that. It like Eric's mentioned before, it took away from the organicness. Like if we each came to the table with hours of research and things like that, because those first few episodes, I remember having like a couple pages of
show
notes
notes
like that. Yeah. And so when we stopped doing that, I think, like Eric said, this was more about our take on. Maybe other people might have done the legwork, with lists and things like that, and the Reddit the subreddits and things like that. That's a good way to put it, Eric. Is
Somebody gave us the vanilla ice cream and we added the toppings.
yeah. Although I was listening to episode 10, and Eric, that might be the first one you do a list in that one, and that might be one of the first lists that in hindsight. We obviously we didn't stay to that format because we did the fair, but like you did do a list on that one, which is interesting.
Yeah. What was the list?
It was you had a list of words, basically. When it comes down to it, it was words with multiple meanings, and we just had to decide. Like I said, dressing. Like it was like, what do you call? You call it stuffing or dressing, that type of thing.
Or what do you call it? A shopping cart or a buggy?
Right. Or like I know there was slaw versus coleslaw. Like it was that type of thing.
And there was pasties.
Pasties was on there.
It was some kind of wrapped, like hot pocket kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the other
Hot pasties.
Pasties mean a different thing in Great Britain than they do here.
Yeah. Are we ready for 18?
Yep.
We are ready for 18.
All right. I'll read the title, Brady, if you want to read the synopsis. Thought-provoking questions, part 2. Pick a card, any card, and movie/TV villains you love to hate.
Sorry.
About what?
He lost his ears.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I read the title, Eric.
I mean, nothing really comes to mind. I'm trying to log into the site so I can see what the. Can you read the synopsis?
Sure.
Go ahead, Brady.
It says thought-provoking questions. You got the title.
I read that.
Todd starts the episode with some more thought-provoking questions from his episode 17 list. Eric leads a discussion of different topics from the Poddex card, and Brady rounds out the show talking about TV and movie villains we love to hate.
Was this the first occurrence of like a continued topic?
I think it was. It was our very first continuation because we couldn't do the part due to everything. I think this was the original part due.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I didn't remember it being my topic. I don't actually remember where this came from. I'm trying to remember where I got the questions.
Judging by that cheese wedge, is this where the famous Todd various meats and cheeses line came to pass?
I don't know. I do see is that a silent butler on the poster?
Is something. Not sure. Like I said, even some of these Easter eggs are so deep that who created the poster, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
Well, I do know the silent butler came up because I remember getting it confused with a dumbwaiter.
Yeah. That's
things.
Right.
Yeah, and then I also see some Karate Kid characters in the poster, and I can't tell what else. Looks like an explosion of some sort.
Well, it's amazing we did 2 episodes on thought-provoking questions, and I can't remember any of the thought-provoking questions.
Nor do I have been provoked.
I don't know if I had a book or I'm gonna have to pop this episode on just to remember it. So, do we want to move on since we can't remember anything from that?
Sure.
Yep.
I certainly do remember episode 19. For some reason, this one, as I think about it, really is when we start hitting our footing. Episode 19 is Trips to the Mall, The Sandwich Encyclopedia, and Match Gain. So, Brady starts us off with a trip down memory lane. Our remembrances of the mall. Todd polls the hosts on their feelings on different types of sandwiches. Um, and then, of course, Eric, first time we ever did match gain.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember I remember the graphic. I had a graphic of sandwiches. It was like
Oh, yeah,
it was like columns. I remember.
absolutely. It was like if you went, like at bartender school, this picture would have been in a sandwich maker school.
Yeah,
Like it had everything on it.
yeah.
No pun intended.
So Brady, what about the trip to the mall?
Oh, we talked about everything like our love, as '80s kids, as Gen Xers, that it was a marvel when we were little, and then it became the place of social glory. The trip to the mall, everything from Orange Julius to a double doozy cookie to a trip to Spencer's and Chess King and all that kind of fun stuff.
Now, Orange Julius, that was a late addition to Eastgate. The first time I remember seeing Orange Julius was in Beachmont Mall.
Oh, okay. Orange. Yeah, you're still here.
Oh, he's not on screen. I'm trying to get back on screen.
It's aside now.
Sorry. There you go.
That's right. That's right. It's Eric. Well, Eric, Brady, and me. All right. So I don't know what I missed, but it blinked out for a second. I don't remember Orange Julius as much as you guys. I mean, I do. I remember having this conversation. Did Orange Julius sell anything other than Orange Julius?
At the beginning, there were some Juliuses in both orange and strawberry.
I like strawberry better myself.
Yeah. I do like me an Orange Julius. Actually, I love it, but I will say this. It lingers. There is a strong aftertaste with the Orange Julius that will stay with you for a while.
Now, can you buy those at Dairy Queen? Did Dairy Queen kind of take that over?
Not that I'm aware of, because if I would have been aware of that, I would have partaken.
There's some chain you can buy them.
I thought Dairy Queen and Orange Julius were the same. Or was it Buskins or Baskins or one of them?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Dairy Queen.
We'll have to check that out. We'll have to research that because I would love a nice Orange Julius for nostalgia's sake.
Well, so it was orange. But it was
Julius.
It was milkier than orange, though. It was like it had a.
I know what the secret ingredient was.
What?
Fluffed egg whites.
I'm surprised you would even touch that, Brady.
I like eggs.
Yeah, but you don't like whites. Like you don't like
They're
whites.
egg whites.
Yeah, but it becomes a milk-esque substance.
It's more of a froth. That's the best way to put
Froth.
it. Froth.
Froth. Spelled Frowlth.
Froth. I throw you froth, Thomas.
Okay, I can tell you, looking on the menu online for the Mount Orab Dairy Queen, you can buy Orange Julius there.
See, I thought
now?
Yes, right now.
Go right now, Brady. Get us all three.
Okay, this episode has now come to a conclusion.
Brady rocking the Paul Bunyan look tonight.
My Duluth Trading Company.
You look like
red and black pullover.
You look like you have a shoot for a new Brawny commercial afterwards. I like it. I like the checkered. It's always a good time of year. It's a good time of year when the checkered.
It is a good time of year for it. Plus, I was ticked off and removed my Bengals jersey, which is why my tagline is nonplussed.
All right. So episode 20.
I wasn't. I was going to say I wasn't involved with 20. I think I was out of town. I think I was in Florida.
Yeah.
I believe you were.
Yeah.
So we were so impressed with ourselves that we had gone 3 months and gotten 20 episodes. We decided to do our first retrospective.
In that grandiose poster with the 20th century. Yeah, hey, like the serious guys peek behind the curtain. We were very proud of ourselves that we got 20 episodes and still had a lot of juice going. Yes. And we had the audacity to pick moments from those 20 shows like it was a big deal, which it was then. Can you imagine doing that now?
Well, this is hard
God.
enough. I mean, you know what I mean? Like this is just trying to remember things. I mean, it just says Eric and Brady narrate a look back on the first 19 episodes. The show is divided into catchphrases, clips most commented on by listeners, and Eric and Brady and Todd's personal favorites.
Probably a lot of isms thrown in there.
Probably.
21?
21. So there's a continuation.
Yeah. I remember the sandwich encyclopedia being kind of big. This is like a precursor to our brackets.
Yes.
It just says Encyclopedia of Sandwiches Part 2, Your Perfect Summer Day as a Kid, movies/TV shows that couldn't be remade today.
Poster featuring wiffle ball and Stan Gable.
Is that a camel?
I believe that is the donkey from Bachelor Party. In TV, it could not be made today.
What's with the? Oh, it's I see a double-decker egg salad sandwich. Looks like. You know, Eric, tell me if you agree though. If reading those topics, if you didn't know better, which one would you guess was your topic versus Brady's?
Well, I think my topic was your perfect summer day as a kid.
I know it was, but see, I actually think, in hindsight, I think that sounds more like a Brady topic, and yours sounds more like a movies or TV shows that couldn't be remade today. I really do.
You're probably right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or maybe in a case, as what happens so much on this show, we get on 5 minutes. Is this when we start getting on 5 minutes before and say, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Could be.
Oh, yeah, Eric sent out a topic. I'll take it.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just that, Brady is the summer guy. Brady is and you're the TV guy. That's right. That threw me off there.
That's true.
All right. 22?
22?
What is Eric doing in that post? Is that Eric?
Yes, I could tell you what he's doing. The context will come later, but he's drinking loudly from a soup bowl.
Oh, okay. You must have had that. Must be custom made. There's no way you just had that picture laying around of Eric.
Actually, I very vividly remember.
We
because,
staged it.
Yeah, I remember 3 letters. The first one being WT when I made the request. Said,
Well,
"Hey, dude, can you pick up a soup bowl and act like you're slurping from it?"
Well, I remember Brady when you would just get a text from Brady. He's like, I need a picture of like you guys looking scared or looking surprised or something. That's never an easy thing. I'm not a person. I don't think Eric is either that enjoys photographs. So it takes you an hour to get one presentable to Brady. So because he's going to put it on a poster.
Hey, Todd, you know what I just saw in here? This solves a mystery. If you read the explanation, Todd starts the episode with a discussion about which decade in our lives was produced the best music. Special guest host Matthew Vaughn, the voice of our intro, leads a discussion on inappropriate things you may have been taught as a kid, and Eric runs out with another game of Misery Index.
But see, I'm misremembering then because I could have sworn.
Did Nelson Mandela did it?
I could have sworn that Matt was there. That Matt was there when the black blood pudding thing came out, but maybe he wasn't. Because I know what we were doing. It was my topic, and I was reading from a book of like gross things.
Yeah,
Maybe it has to be. I have to be wrong about Matt being there. Matt must have not been there for the black blood pudding.
I remember. All I know is this episode was episode 22. I know that this episode would have sounded a lot differently if it was episode 197.
Explain that.
I think we were much more prim, proper, and uptight then still because we were not doing it as much live as being recorded. We were being very careful. We were very careful about what we said. I mean, we still are to a degree, but we've loosened the reins on ourselves.
Well, this also answers the thing about we're still in Eric's house at this point.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're violating the law.
Right.
January 13th, 2020.
We should call this the pirate radio era.
Was this the first Misery Index?
Hmm.
We are,
I thought we mentioned that last
Yeah,
time.
I think we did mention it last time.
well, Misery Index, for those of you that have never heard it or don't remember it, it is a game where Eric, it's a scenario-based game, right? Where
Yeah.
you give a situation, and we have to, and then somebody pick. Go ahead, Eric. You can explain it better.
So you get a situation. Let's say. The cards right here. On hold with blanking cable company for 2 blanking hours. And someone has assigned a misery index to that, anywhere from 1 to 99.
Right.
1 being the least miserable, 99 being the most. So what do you think that is?
Oh, for me personally, I have flashbacks from the Frontier days, the company, not the Oregon Trail. But like I would put that at about 70% because that's just one of my personal triggers.
Lower, Bob.
Lower Bob.
Lower is correct.
Yeah.
Brady made that easy for me.
1.
1.
Get out.
I disagree with that. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's part of our problem with misery index as well. And a lot of times we don't agree with what's been assigned.
Right.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn that the Misery Index game is what officially introduced the Kyle King rule, but it's like we haven't been able to.
Can't pinpoint where that came
Right.
from.
And what it exactly
seems like
is.
the historian told us once, but I've since forgotten, unfortunately.
And I can't remember exactly what it was. I was thinking it was a deal where if you got it right on the dot, you got another point or something. I don't know.
Something.
But I might be wrong.
Now, episode 23 comes to my mind because it is at the time it was one of my favorites.
And you know which one this is because look at the poster. There's the black blood pudding right there. A slice. This poster guy. Yeah, I just got to. I got to tell our listeners. So this poster is hilarious because it is a sea monkey holding a ram head, a severed ram head in its palm. It has a boomerang above the ram.
A
The ram
Nerf
head,
boomerang.
A Nerf boomerang. There is a log of black blood pudding, which, and then in the corner we got a young Bob Seger looking on. I don't know. Just.
Are you
I have
ready
no
for the
idea.
title? Are you ready for the episode description or what it is?
Yeah.
Episode 23, songs you would most likely vanquish from the earth, which Bob Seger features Eric's answer, I think.
Yep.
You are so SH asterisk TTING me, and I remember something about this episode because Todd came up with a brilliant. He would pronounce it with a CH.
What?
He would go chit.
Oh, you're chitting me. Okay.
Yeah.
You're chitting me. Huh?
And then things that were anticipated but ended up being letdowns, hence the Nerf boomerang I got in 5th grade for my birthday, which sucked. I just watched that commercial the other day just to get my blood pressure up.
So, Eric, what is the song? If you're the Bob Seger,
Eric, you're gonna answer it, but I'm gonna give you a lead in. Ready, Eric? Near.
Yep.
just take those old records off the shelf. Is that what
You got it.
Take that song off the shelf.
Old time rock and roll? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is that book I was talking about. So the You're Chitting Me is the book. So it was
Yes.
just a bunch of facts, but. So I'm guessing the black blood pudding was from that book. I know, and is that head cheese or something? The ram, like is it?
I'm sure that has something to do with it. Once again, I've missed the Easter egg reference. The sea monkeys were a big letdown too, which is because I thought they looked like that and would like a little kingdom.
I mean, let's be honest. Most toys from the 70s and early to mid 80s were letdowns. They never were as fun as what was on the commercial.
Nah, there were some.
What did they look like though?
They were brine shrimp. They look like trilobites almost. They're certainly not riding around on a seahorse playing volleyball.
Chest hair. This little thing has chest hair on it.
Yeah, that always confused me too. I thought they were scales, but they kind of look like chesticles.
I think it's supposed to be like almost like a mermaid top, like a mermaid
Yeah,
bra.
yeah,
It's a sea monkey bra.
yeah.
Is 24 our first Christmas in July? It has to be. It's our first July.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think every July we've done a Christmas episode, or at least roundabouts, and this was our first one. And if you look at, we're still sticking to, it looks like about one a week, July 28th. So we barely got it in there, Christmas in July.
Well, I was in Illinois. Joe Pilger was the guest host.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do remember that. Now, so then this has to be the first one we did
Remote.
There we go.
Yep. We celebrated Christmas in July with our guest host, Joe Pilger from Monmouth, Illinois. Brady has the first topic, which he discusses Christmas TV specials. Joe takes a second topic with a critique of Christmas candy, and Todd rounds it out with a list of best Christmas movies. And movies is in quotation marks for some reason.
Well, I think it's Eric. You might know.
I really don't know.
I think it's because we counted like the Grinch, like the original Grinch and stuff,
right.
and
And
technically though.
John Denver and the Muppets.
Well, but I mean that was probably, was that a full length movie?
Well, there was a Muppets Christmas Carol with I think John Denver, but there was the special, which is beloved by me, and I still wish I had that soundtrack.
Yeah. That reminds me though, we need to try to go back and have a guest host with us from time to time. Have guests.
Yeah,
Like we did that the very first episode, and we haven't done it since, or the very first remote episode. We have had people on the show,
yeah.
but we haven't had. Well, actually, I think Howard was.
And Bree was a guest host.
Right, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. And then again, I know they're coming up. We do some episodes where we had some people playing games with us, like remotely. Episode 25, Brady. Are you on a? Is that a?
Dream Interpretations, AITI Round 2, and Incoherent. Brady starts the episode with a discussion on dreams and uses a dream encyclopedia to interpret some dreams to the other hosts. Eric is in the middle segment with another session of Reddit's Am I the Inuse? And Todd rounds out the episode with a game of Incoherent.
Interesting. Eric and I switching roles there. Eric still had the AITA, and I don't remember Incoherent. I don't know what it was.
I don't either.
So you had words, like there might be 4 words that you say slow, and then you say them faster, and they turn into something else.
Yeah. Those are pretty funny.
So how many times has one of you hosted a game instead of me?
Well, I don't know that Brady ever has.
I honestly think I cannot recall me ever doing a game.
I know I did another game one night based on homophones or something like that, or it was something like grammar based.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Similes, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah, could be.
Brady, what is that? There's a shark there, so I'm guessing my dreams of being attacked by a shark brought up there.
Sharks are inhuman.
Right? And what is that you have your head on? Is that a spleen? Or no, that's a
Liver.
No,
liver.
Yeah, that's my infamous dream where I ate Skyline before bed the night before, and I dreamed I'd turned into a liver and crawled through my parents' house screaming, "Help! I'm a liver! I'm a liver!"
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at that, fellas. We moving on to episode 26 is our very first back to school special.
Want to go back
Back to school again. I have the album ready to spin right behind me.
My sister still has the actual physical vinyl for Grease 2.
Oh, I do too. That's why I said I have it right
Yeah.
on the turntable back there.
Oh, is Michelle's Pfeiffer? You still have that glorious black cover with Michelle Pfeiffer and Maxwell Caulfield on the front.
Let
Or Michelle Pfeiffer's on the front.
The thing I hate about vinyl is you can't. I'm getting too old to be able to read the writing on the edge of the.
Yeah.
You can tell where the cover is.
The back to school episode takes a trip down memory lane with our best memories, including closings, lunchbox, and recess. Good and
I'm sure there were discussions of tough skins.
Garanimals.
Yeah.
I do remember talking because I didn't remember any of those things.
My case of poison ivy.
My Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox.
Yep.
The episode 27. I was just looking ahead there, and the world's dumbest animals. Was this the introduction of Randy the Cane Toad?
No, Randy the Cane Toad came on one of the Valentine's Day episode, and it was the romantic animal traits.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. Let me hit the brakes on that one.
The lists were definitely being used here because it says I started our episode with a top 10 list of the world's dumbest animals. Brady leads a discussion on what types of exhibits would exist in a museum about the year 2020. Eric ends the episode with a topic on what would qualify as the world's most beloved song.
So this probably would be our first topic on the COVID events of the day, probably.
I would guess.
Isn't that Anthony Fauci and Steve Perry?
Steve Perry. What is the thing in the middle?
It's just a museum. It looks like.
I gotcha. I thought it was a butter man.
Swinging from a rubber band. Speaking of back to school. Batman.
Episode 28 is a classic.
Oh, my.
Episode 28, our most watched/listened to episode.
How many listens?
Actually, I don't think we had gone video at this point, so it must be listening. Yeah, because Spotify says audio episode. Let's see. Let me get to the analytics here.
Well, that seems odd because I thought I remember the one where Joe was I thought I remembered watching you guys. I know I did. I remember looking at.
You did.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah.
We weren't going on Facebook yet, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Episode 28, 989 listens. We need to get that to 1,000.
Yeah.
What is it? 989?
989.
Yeah. So the poster on this one, it needs no introduction. It's just a close up of some gummy bears. And this is the it says Eric begins the discussion of his favorite songs that charted and are familiar but not readily remembered. Todd then looks at some reviews of sugarless candies and the possible side effects of consumption. Brady rounds out the episode with memories of cartoons from our youth. And so this is reading the Amazon reviews of the sugar-free gummy bears.
And why this is so special. I mean, I can remember recording this episode and barely being able to breathe and not read. And there was this wheezing and just...
Which again, we had nothing to do with it. I mean, it was people who had written their reviews of it. It was just us giving it, just helping get it out there more. And our reaction to it, I think, is probably the entertainment there.
No, Ben Stein could have read it and I would have still been laughing. But I do remember one of the things, this is the first time that our longtime listener, Earbud, Kenny Enlow, said, "Dang it, you caused me to pull off the side of the road." I was laughing so hard because he was listening to it on the way to work. And I think he was being totally serious, which, just a classic. Just a classic.
Yeah. All right. Eric, you want to go on the 29?
Episode 29, Teen Nightlife in Brown County in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather, and 3 questions about your vacation from hell.
That, Todd.
That's the one I was trying to remember earlier. I need to go back and listen to that and see. So, go ahead. The poster is cracking me up a little bit because is that an almond? What is that thing right in the center?
I believe it is.
and then we have the Toxic Avenger.
And then some kind of Jello salad.
And then is that the building that was there before you got the Toad Lope? If you're heading from
No,
No.
it's the 68 Club, man.
oh, you know what building I'm talking about though? That sat back there. If you're coming from like Staten Road towards town, before you got to like Toad Lope, before you got to that on the right, it sat back closer to the railroad tracks. It was a building. It was ran down for years and years and years.
I know what
And
you're
it was
talking
always
about.
it literally looked just like that, and it was always overgrown like that.
What
back
was
that
in
lane-
there?
Huh?
What was in there?
I have no, but I know my dad would know because see back that lane, it was a big lane back there, and then you cross the railroad tracks. Well, my grandparents lived back in there, so my dad grew up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah.
I remember it being like a rummage sale or some such thing.
Yeah, they think they tried to bring it back as a couple different things, but I don't know what it was at one time. I'll find that out though.
Yeah. But yeah, the teen nights, that's definitely where the list and things sure were different.
It's just amazing how much that building looks like that building that was there in Cerdini, though, from looking at that picture.
So is this our first appearance of Would You Rather?
Ooh, I think it is.
I think it is.
Or did Brady do? Did we have one earlier where Brady did a Would You Rather? We might have done something because I thought the other night in the episode. I thought Brady
actually,
said
Eric led it. Eric had a Would You Rather.
Okay, because I was thinking you said you had a book or something, but
Yeah, I had the book, and that came later.
yeah.
I don't think Eric read from my book. He already just had a list. But anyway.
Or a game, or a card, or is that a card game of some sort?
Could have very well been.
Episode 30.
The day the show changed forever.
Right.
I like to think of it as probably the day the show was saved.
Yes.
You see our faces floating in some chili. Says this episode, by the way, is episode 30, Pied Live, the Chili with Crackers episode.
I was like that title. It had a double meaning.
September 28th. Our first live recording begins with Brady and a discussion of You Get What You Pay For. Todd is in the middle segment with a nod to the first day of fall and a discussion of chili. Eric rounds out the episode by moderating a game of Misery Index. So this would have been the first time we had an audience for the Misery Index chiming in as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Did
you say Pibe Live?
Pibe. Pibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just never heard, because I just never heard it referred to as
Pibe.
Oh, I know Brady calls it Pibe sometimes. Pibe Live.
Episode 31. I remember recording it like it was yesterday. It was celebrity deaths that affected you the most, ridiculously named animals in the chicken or egg game, which we have not done in a long time, by the way.
That's a good game. We need to
That's a
do
good
that.
game.
Well,
But I remember doing this episode because Eddie Van Halen had passed
yeah.
like a day or two before.
Oh, he's been gone that long.
Yeah. 5 years. Over 5 years.
Yep.
Brady, are you sure that's not Randy the Cane Toad?
What
What is that thing?
It's got lipstick, whatever it is.
It's got some kind of some varmint of some kind.
It wouldn't be Randy the Cane Toad because that wouldn't be.
Oh,
on
it's
a
a
list.
blobfish.
Okay, so
It's
that
the
wouldn't
mount-
be on a animal most ridiculously named animals.
But blobfish is pretty ridiculous.
That's why I mean it's not Randy the Cane Toad.
Yeah.
Play it by ear 32. This was a good episode. Brady starts our episode with a discussion about a list of the 20 strangest festivals around the world. Eric is in our middle segment with another edition of Am I the Asshole? Todd rounds things out with a walk down memory lane and a discussion about posters we had on our bedroom walls or posters we wish we had.
Can I make a little amendment to that? We call it the cubby hole at my mom's house. mom and dad's house where I grew up, and there's this little storage closet that was in my sister's bedroom. We always just called it the cubby hole. I guess that was a term used back then. But in the cubby hole, I found some of my high school posters rolled up, and one of them I had forgotten about, and it showed a saxophone with a python around it, and I believe there was a shapely lady's leg,
Safe
and
sax.
it said sax appeal.
Sax appeal.
And now I had a button that I got at a competition that said practice safe sax.
We have about
Which
just
was pretty edgy in the day.
a time update. We have about 15 minutes left, so I think we're doing pretty good. We're already at the doubled up from last time. I can't figure out, Brady, what that. Looking at that poster,
Yeah.
what I see the Rock and Roll Express on there, and I see is that Heather Locklear?
Heather Thomas.
Heather Thomas, my bad. But I don't know what the middle poster is, and I don't know. There's a Porsche there. Is that Tom Selleck in front of the Porsche?
It's a baby scaring competition in
Oh,
Japan.
I remember that. Yes.
So Brady, how did you make a poster without Farrah Fawcett on it?
Well, keep in mind it's on our walls, not everybody else's walls.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because that episode 10 I'm listening to was I believe our first voicemail we got, and the name just escaped me. Who left the voicemail? Kurt
Dietrich. Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of raked us over the coals a little, kindly, of course, because in our topic there we had forgotten Daisy Duke and Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
No, not Heather Locklear. Yeah, Heather Locklear, and whatever that topic was, which was, let's see,
I still don't know the difference between the Heathers.
it was
T.G. Hooker and Fall Guy.
Quarantine House.
I don't know which one was which.
Heather Locklear was T.J. Hooker.
Heather Locklear was in. Actually, I'm wrong. It wasn't Heather Locklear. It was Christy Brinkley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Christy Brinkley. Because I was thinking National Lampoons is what he mentioned in it. So, episode 33. Disgusting Jobs, Dirty Minds, and I believe Dirty Minds is a game.
Yes.
And Serial Killers.
Cereal spelled Cereal.
Right.
Todd starts off with an episode with a list of the world's most disgusting jobs. Eric moderates a game called Dirty Minds, and Brady rounds out the show with a debate surrounding mascots from various cereal brands.
Was this when we listened to the Crispy Critters song, the theme song?
I believe we did.
With lots of crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch with an A in it.
Yep.
Crunch.
Crunch. Yeah.
Sound like Jimmy Durante. Crunch.
34. We have our first Halloween episode.
Ooh.
Eric starts off the podcast with a discussion about the list of the 10 best and 10 worst Halloween candies. I remember that. Brady leads a discussion about our favorite scary movie in the middle segment. Todd rounds it out with songs that have a Halloween theme or could have a Halloween theme.
Yep. That
We were great that first year or so by hitting the special. I don't know that we've done a Halloween episode every year since then, have we?
I don't think we have. Because I think we melted it. We melted it as much as we could because there's just a finite amount of Halloween topics.
Yep.
But I know people argue, but like there seems to be a lot of rabbit holes to go down to with Christmas. So there's a lot of things, and there are for Halloween. But I think if we did one or two of them, I remember having the discussion. We kind of maxed it out.
Yeah. At this point, so that was October 30th, obviously, and then the next week we had some schedule changes, as we said. So we did our first Pibe Instant Classic, which was episode 4, by the way. Now, Eric, I don't remember what the criteria was when you picked the Instant Classic, or if we voted on it. I don't remember anything about it, but I just remember that I just can see that it was episode 4.
Yeah, I don't know how we came to that either.
Louise.
But, I'm guessing I didn't pick it by myself.
No, and I'm wondering, there may have even been something as simple as that was at the time the most views or something, or the most listens.
Yeah, could be.
I remember this next episode because I was puckered up. Todd, you had a bad case of
Too much
laryngitis,
Oh,
and it was the first episode that Eric and I had to do without you because you were sick.
gotcha.
And there was a reason, like we were getting ready to go live and record. We were getting ready to go live and record, and you just felt like anus. So we just like, we could try this.
Yeah, the cartoon, or sorry, the poster looks cartoon heavy.
Yep. The
don't know what-
Flintstones, Wile E. Coyote, and the Jetsons.
What's the little? Is that the guesstimation symbol?
Men without hats.
It's men without hats. So, I don't know.
Not sure why that's on there.
I'm sure there's a reason. I'll have to find it out. Somebody will have to Easter egg that one.
Or is it no hats inside or something? Were we talking about that?
Outdated customs? That's what it would be. Nice. Oh man, that was slick.
Episode 36, classic TV cars.
Ooh.
I remember this one. Why do I remember there being a graphic or something we were looking at with that? I remember there being something we were looking at with the classic TV cars. Slang words from history, origins of expressions.
I remember having this marked down as a low-key good one. Okay, so a little bit of criticism of my side. I remember thinking, this is cue to memory, that I enjoyed this so much, this episode, and we had so much fun doing it, but I wasn't sure how well it would connect with the audience. I remember it being one of those where we were supremely entertained ourselves, but I wasn't sure that the audience had it. You know what I mean?
What is the thing beside the front wheel of the A-Team van? Is that
the Masonic symbol?
No, I see on the other side of it. Yeah, I see the Masonic symbol, but then there's in
white
front.
and
Is that a?
See, we had an issue. There was always so much size of poster that we could do. I'll have to go back and look at that. Like you said, Todd, I'm going to have just to make a slideshow of the posters.
Definitely. I do remember this one though. My topic is because I remember I found a website and I went through because it was the top slang words from each year, like starting in the.
Yeah.
I went through like every year starting from the 1930s or something like that.
Yep, I do remember that. Like I said, it was just a good, solid episode that I liked. I just remember that.
Well, that has us written all over it because it talks
Yeah.
about slang and expressions and stuff like that.
Yep.
And we have our first Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
Episode 37.
Eric starts with a topic where Brady and Todd created their Thanksgiving meal fantasy team. I led a discussion about overrated Thanksgiving experiences, and Todd rounded things out by leading a Thanksgiving trivia game.
Yeah. I don't remember. It's another game. I remember I remember Eric's topic there.
Yeah.
Meal fantasy team. Because
Yeah.
we've done something like that since for Thanksgiving. Because I always do it with my students, where you have like a certain amount of money to spend, and you got to pick the meal.
Yep. In fact, I think our Thanksgiving episodes were so super solid.
Yeah.
They were good.
38. Secret menus. Greatest movie franchises. And Would You Rather. It says episode 38 begins with Todd leading a discussion on secret menu items that can be obtained at popular chain restaurants. I'm trying to I remember talking about that, but I don't remember anything from any of the menus.
Oh man, because I have a distinct memory of you saying like, "Hey, I've gone to this place and ordered this," and it kind of turned into a topic.
Yeah. Brady takes over the middle segment with each host creating a personal list of his favorite movie franchise. Eric rounds out the episode moderating a game of Would You Rather.
Have you guys ever ordered a secret menu item?
I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't think I have.
No, I don't think I have either. I it was a good food topic, and I just wish I remember like some of the examples. But I know there's a secret there's secret menu items in and out, but that secret wasn't my jam. But it's a secret item.
It's interesting here, episode 39, which the poster is absolutely cracking me up. Because when I first looked at the poster, I thought the guy had the dog's ear in his mouth. Can you see how I would have thought that? Like,
It's Hannibal Smith, right?
yeah, it's Hannibal Smith
Yeah.
with a cigar, but the dog, which the dog looks less than, the dog looks a little high. I might add. And then we have Mike Brady,
Yes.
and I don't know who the next person. I know it's Amanda Knox,
Ah.
and I don't know why we would have Amanda Knox on there.
Much like ragu, it's in there. I don't recall.
So Brady talked about a segment where we, what two fictional characters we chosen cellmates, which I guarantee you Eric picked Hannibal.
Absolutely.
Todd, I know I just rung a bell. I know you chose Mike Brady because of the episode of the
Oh.
Brady Bunch where they got out of jail.
Using the belts and the socks.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah. What's the winner? Let's see. A segment with a discussion on this or that choices. Eric moderates a game of Dirty Minds. This or that. I mean, I guess that's kind of like a little game with not really a game, but
So I either had to have chosen the Wiener Dog or Amanda Knox, and I do not remember why.
I can't imagine the Wiener Dog's not somehow connected to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm gonna have to listen to that episode just to see where the Amanda Knox came from.
Yeah.
It's funny too because if you look at the times, so like 38, starting back on 36, hour 43, 37 is hour 53, 38, hour 55, 39, hour 46, 40, hour 53. However,
So had the 20-minute timer came and went by then.
well, but also we have to remember, like we try to include the audience the best we can and the most we can, which means reading a lot of comments, a lot of discussions that they're leading and chiming in. So it's going to take longer. I mean,
Right.
And we got long-winded.
yeah. I
And
mean, I don't know that we got. I
lupine
actually,
distractions.
I actually don't know that we got any longer winded
Oh.
because we were going like hour 15, hour 20 before we even included the audience. So that's probably at least another 45 minutes, including.
I think in the early days we were much more message disciplined on our topics, and then we were just like, heck with it. We're going to talk about this. Popped into our head, and we're running with it.
Yeah.
And then we would sag back into the topic about an hour. That just happened a couple weeks ago. It seems like.
It's usually at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Episode 40. I see Bob Dylan on there.
William Nelson.
Popular American foods.
So why did we do 90 through 100 on the list but didn't do any more of them?
I wonder if we did. Have you looked at the next?
I mean, the next episode
You're right.
is not that. Do we need to pick up this list
Unfinished
again?
business? Yeah, if we can find it.
Or is it just one of those things we kind of started on it and said we'd revisit it every now and then and we never did?
It could be.
This is a first. Here is a topic I hosted according to this that I had no memory of. Brady has the middle segment with the trip down memory lane with memories of elementary school music class.
You don't remember?
Well, no, I know what we probably would have talked about, but I don't recall it. I don't recall hosting this episode. We've talked about Button You Must Wander many times over and Marching to Pretoria, but I cannot recall. Wait a minute. Would that? Oh, you know what? Now I get the poster because we were talking about our 8th grade We Are the World,
Yeah.
and Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, and Huey Lewis, where we would try to hit the voices, and Miss Odlin, God bless her, she would get irritated because I would authentically try to do the like, dude, we make a better day, this you and me, and she would get mad, and yeah.
I don't know. I just did a quick search for 100 most popular American foods, and there's all kinds of lists. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to find the one we were using.
How much time we got left on the timer, Todd?
It's got to be close.
We're at an hour.
Seconds.
What?
45 seconds.
Well, this would be a good place to stop because we just ended on a nice round number of 40.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we had planned on doing 3 of these, so our third retrospective will be episode 41 through 199. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Yes. We'll play it by ear.
There you go.
We're going to sound like auctioneers. We're going to get to the ends like we got to do these last. Okay, an episode, and we're done.
All right. Once again, our live episode number 200 at Sardinia Perk, 121 North Main Street, Sardinia, Ohio, Sunday, November 30th at 5 p.m. Join us there. Kind of up, kind of angle up, Todd. There you go. That's where the message is. Okay, so join us. We haven't gotten with Gary yet to see what kind of specials he might have on tap for that particular evening, but I'm sure we'll get some things and pass them along. We have a retrospective number 3, which we will put out sometime next week, probably prior to Thanksgiving, leading up to that live episode on Sunday, May 30th. Anything else for the good of the order, gentlemen?
I can't think of anything.
No, I don't know.
Some chicken salad, you guys' favorite.
We must have been boring. My critters are like...
The Bert seeing a dog fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. And the one that looks like an Oreo back there is
Oreo.
Out.
All right. So look up our retrospective number 3 sometime next week. And we'll have our 200th episode live on November 30th. So if you have not gotten on the Facebook invite or the calendar event yet on our page, please do so. Please mark at least that you're interested so you can get any updates or messages that we might leave on there. And we'll work on inviting individuals to the event.
And please revisit, if you're listening to the sound of our voice, revisit episode 28. We are 11 listens short of 1,000 on that episode. So we want to find out what happens when an episode hits 1,000, if they like mail us a check or something.
Yeah, we'd like to see it hit 1,000 by the time our live episode happens. Maybe we can celebrate that.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to share it right now and do some invites.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
All good.
All right. Join us for retrospective number 3 next week. Take us out.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.